Greetings, citizens of the internet. Welcome to another epic episode of EPIXENTER. My name is Camiwins.
Yes. Hello, Camiwins. I am your co-host, 2Camera. Welcome to the show. We got a great show tonight. I think we called it Con. Which is You'll find out later, but in our final segment of the show, Dial Up, where you can call in and interact, we're going to talk about the different cons going on out there, like Comic-Con and QuakeCon.
Call of Duty Con, Blizzcon, Disney Con. We're going to talk about cons today.
Yes.
On top of that, we have Nope Dope News, Do Want, and also a brand new host.
Yeah.
Third host, co-host.
Welcome.
You may know him from, I guess maybe he should do his own
From the
intro.
internet.
Tyler, take it away.
Hey, what's going on?
Yay!
Hi. Okay, so you may know me from, I did Epileptic Gaming with Hogan and Cami.
Yeah,
That's
right.
right.
Like 4 years ago.
What have you been up to since then?
I kind of got out of the gaming, TV show kind of world and
course.
got into like commercial directing and, short films and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
But wait, hold on. What makes you a nerd? Like, what is it? What brings out your inner geekness for the show?
My inner geekness?
Yeah, give me some down and dirty. Facts.
Okay. Well, how far back do you want me to go? Because
Back.
I mean, maybe
back?
before you had like a real life, like before you got married and.
Okay. So way back when I did, I was a Counter-Strike player. I played 1.6 Counter-Strike Source. I did predictions a long time ago when Source first came out for like the first 4 seasons. I got kind of popular doing
Nice.
You told the future, huh?
I did. I predicted the future. And then when Counter-Strike kind of died down, I got into Quake and Painkiller and played that competitively for a little bit.
You got your gaming in.
I did, yeah. Big StarCraft nerd, big StarCraft 2 nerd.
For sure.
I watch the games all the time, and I watch the pros play and stuff like that.
What race are you?
I play Zerg.
Oof,
When I
so
play,
good.
it's been a long time since I've played. But when I play Zerg.
Nice.
Right.
So,
Fair
Well, as always, we start off with Nope Dope News. So we're gonna just get right into it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so Nope Dope News is our news segment, of course, to keep you guys updated on the current events and everything. And I picked out something which probably would be interesting to you guys as well.
What is it?
I'm looking for a tablet, of course. I was thinking of buying the iPad, and this caught my eye this morning. Apple has a lawsuit apparently
They have a
against
couple lawsuits.
right against Samsung for releasing the Galaxy Tab because I guess they looked alike and they had similar functionalities.
It's got a screen.
Right, it's got a really big, cool screen.
We build laptops now.
It's funny
About that
though
laptop.
because this, from what I've been reading, and I got this off of Mashable, Samsung came out with this technology around the same time, but I guess since Apple is kind of a bully, they're really going at him hard, and they had to stop selling the tablets or the Galaxy Tabs in Australia and some parts of the UK because Apple's a big fat meanie. And like I'm one of those people who, yes, I buy Apple products, of course, because of how great they are, but I also don't mind trying something new, and if it can compete with Apple products, I don't see why I wouldn't give it a shot. But if this is the only tablet I ever hear about that would probably be as good as the iPad, and I guess the new Amazon Android tablet would be as well. But I don't know. I think it's kind of upsetting that something like this has gone on for too long between Samsung and Apple. It says here that it happened way back when, and it's still going on.
Well, I wonder if it's because Steve Jobs had to leave his job and he's just angry and got everyone else angry at the company.
I think when they first released the Galaxy Tab or whatever, Apple had a huge hissy fit about it. So this was before Steve Jobs left.
I know. Well, Byron, are you Apple or are you
Yes.
Android?
New
I am
host.
Apple.
You're Apple, huh?
Yeah, I used to
Nice.
be Android. Then I got a MacBook and got an iPhone, and now I'm all Apple all the time.
Really?
No Android
Yep.
devices?
No,
What was it that made you switch?
Well, I got a MacBook to edit video, and then to make it play right, I got the iPhone plays pretty well with it. So I got it mostly to play together.
Is Android? Do you guys know? Is like Android software bad on the Mac, or is like BlackBerry software really bad on the Mac?
BlackBerry software is just upsetting. it's really behind, I guess, as far as functionality goes. But I don't know. I can't stand using iTunes to sync any of my shit. Like it's the most ugliest, slowest client ever. I downloaded VOX for my Mac to play music off of. So I guess let's not go too much. I thought it was not dope. Totally nope of Apple to still be suing Samsung over this silly lawsuit.
Well, I think that what they see is like the progress that's being made in like the phone market with Android. And now it's like Android's like over 50% of.
Well, they're scared.
Yeah, they're like, oh my gosh.
I mean, what's your verdict?
Our graph is like their graph was like this, and then now it's like this, and it's gonna soon be like that.
Yeah, they don't even want it ever going down.
No,
greedy bastards.
Super greedy.
Hey, Cami.
Nope. Yeah. What?
Movie Matt wants to know: is Box boxy? Is that what you're talking about?
Is Box boxy?
You said you switched to Box when you
Vox,
instead of iTunes.
VOX.
VOX.
Instead of using iTunes on my Mac. It's a really small like Winamp, which is why I like it. Very minimal.
I like Winamp.
But it functions well. So VOX.
Yeah, it's pretty not dope.
Not dope. Tyler, nope or dope?
Nope. Yep. Agreed.
Good. Leave Samsung alone.
Yeah.
All right. Next is whose is this?
Oh, this is mine.
All right then.
Well, yeah, I was reading dailytech as I normally do because it's like my big distraction during lunchtime. It's like I'm like eating a sandwich and I'm reading dailytech and Reuters.
That's how you
And I do I like maul that sandwich. But IBM has this new like super like storage drive or whatever.
What?
That's 120 petabytes, and
Wow.
One petabyte is 1 million gigabytes. So they rated like a shitload of drives together, right? And basically, like it's just like it's a storage device for a supercomputer, and it's got a lot of redundancy. But I'm just like I thought this was kind of dope because now we're like talking petabytes, and like there's a system where like it only says 120 PB, you know, instead of like now we're like we're on terabyte, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I've got a couple.
But
terabytes.
we're only on like 2 TB or 20 TB. You know, we're not like fully
Remember in one
like
of our
100.
older episodes we were talking about how after terabytes they'll come more, and I'm predicting one would be called solar bytes, SBs. So I'm waiting for that one.
Son of a bitch. Bite.
Maybe I should buy some stock.
Solar storage company
solar
that doesn't exist yet. Yeah, we actually send data back to the sun where it is stored for millions and billions of years. Well, one thing about this thing is that it is supposed to last like a million years of redundancy. And it's like, first of all, we've only been around for a little bit of time, folks, and I doubt we'll be using this kind of storage for anything in the next 20 years.
It might be a little bit more advanced.
Can you imagine like 10 years ago you having like a gigabyte though? A gigabyte seemed huge like 10 years ago.
And the scale just keeps going
How
up
many
and up.
years
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Like 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Yeah.
Right, like
12,
back
10
like,
years ago.
like you know. Like,
Yeah, no, I was excited.
I was 12.
I was pretty excited. It was exciting.
You were like, on button.
But video games were like 32 megabytes back then.
Right.
And we never thought we would get to gigabytes.
I remember installing Math Blaster on my computer in a floppy,
Yeah.
and I thought that was exciting.
1.44 megabytes. Really small.
It was a long time ago, though.
So small and so slow.
Well, I think it's dope. Dope for me.
I guess it's dope
mean,
for like Facebook, who needs to store all those photos.
Dope for you guys.
They're like, yes,
I
we got the
would
new
need
raid
something
in.
Like that. The stream might need something like that. They have.
Brian, could you make use of 120, petabytes, basically? Like
a petabyte? That's a drive that's really friendly with animals. It's like an animal rights activist drive.
I get it.
So we go through about 4 terabytes a week lately. So
that's not bad.
Yeah. Yes. yeah. I mean, eventually. I mean, so a month is times that. So eventually, and then how many do we have total? So what's a petabyte again? It's 100.
It's 1,000
It's
terabytes.
1,000. So I don't know if we have 1,000 terabytes. I think if you take every show the stream's ever done, I think it's 26 I think it's 26 terabytes.
That's a lot of terabytes.
If you add everything, like our total storage, the amount of hard drives
That's
we have, if you add them all up,
hella
it's 26.
What's the most data
26
that
terabytes.
Cami, what's the most data you ever generated at once?
At one sitting?
Yeah, or like in a a week period of time.
Maybe like 100 gigabytes. And that's from like recording footage of an entire weekend or whatever and editing and outputting and everything.
Do you remember that Toyota project we worked on?
Oh yeah.
That was like how many terabytes?
That was like 30 terabytes. We had
That was
so
over
many
the course
drives.
of 2 days.
A whole 2-day stream. But I guess it's cool. We're always advancing or whatever. Tyler, what is your verdict on the polar bite?
I think it's pretty dope. I think it's good.
Polar bear drive. Rawr.
All you have to do is power it with salmon.
Oh, I love salmon.
Well, I
Last
think it's
Nope
kind of
dope.
dope. Yeah.
Last Nope dope would
It's
be
the new man.
the new guy.
Mine,
Take
yeah.
it away.
Okay. So this my first Nope Dope
Ever.
is Escape from City 17 Part 2. These guys, I forget their names.
That
but
sounds familiar, City
Yeah.
17.
It's from Half-Life.
Oh.
So these guys these two
Honor.
brothers made a fan film for Half-Life 2 like 2 years ago called Escape from City 17. And it was this guy who, is escaping from City 17 while the whole...
He's not Gordon Freeman, though,
No,
right?
no.
Okay.
Their story is happening at the same time that the Half-Life game is happening.
Whoa.
So they came out with
That's
that.
trippy. I want to play that game.
Yeah, it's awesome. And,
Wait, is it a movie or is it a game?
it's
a
It's
movie.
a movie, yeah. It's a short
okay.
movie.
It's a short.
The first one was like 3 minutes. This one is like 15 minutes, so it's much larger. But these guys, they turned down like $1 million movie offers to go and remake this for $250.
Wow.
Which is kind of crazy.
What?
Wow.
Did you bring a clip for us?
I did. There's this is just like the first minute or so of it, but it kind of shows off the effects and the what you're getting out of it.
Cool.
So if you want to play that.
Yeah, let's take a
I
look.
want to see it.
I'm already excited.
Is that like best graphics?
Yeah. And I think those guys
Why
are
are you
animated,
pushing?
right?
Those are definitely-
And they use a lot of assets from the.
Wait. No, this is people.
That's
Some of it
people.
you can't tell, can you?
Wait, some of it's a game?
Yes.
It's the assets from the games.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like these are both real.
Don't shoot! Wait.
You are charged with criminal violation.
Look, I'm with resistance, okay?
Oh, he's
I'm with
cute.
resistance. Just don't shoot me.
The actors are okay.
Yeah, they're pretty good. And it turns out to be a love story between these two characters and then the other people that they meet along the way.
Does she ever learn English?
Yes.
That looks really
Kind
good.
of. She speaks broken English for part of
Oh,
it, but
broken English.
Yeah, it's like 15 minutes, and she talks like 5 times, so you're not reading that many subtitles.
Oh, right on.
But
Oh, that's exciting. And you said they turned down a movie deal to make this
Yeah.
movie or some other movie?
Are they really rich or just stupid?
2 questions at a time, go.
stupid, I think. To answer your one question, and the other one is when they made the first one, Hollywood blew up about it. It got like 1 million views or whatever, and
Right.
they got offers from talent agents and like offers from studios to go out and make like District 9. How that guy made a short film version of his movie and then
Sure.
went out, got like 80 million or 30 million, I think, for that one. And
Turned out to
he
be
made
very-
his.
I
yeah.
hope they didn't go ahead and make this film though. Like even if they do it independently, like hurry up already. Like
Yeah.
this is really fun to watch, and I want to see it expanded, like kind of draw me in for 2 hours type ordeal.
And I mean, I think if it comes down to it, and Half-Life or Valve does want to make a movie out of this, these are the guys to go to.
Oh, for sure. It
Like
seems
they've-
like they put a lot of real love
Yeah.
in the making of this.
Yeah, it's kind of dope.
So
yeah,
dope.
I think it was dope.
Dope
It's
on
kind of
my
hard to
end.
pick nope news when there's so much dopeness out there.
I mean, like, sometimes I don't even want to talk about shit that's not dope, but I mean, like,
It's like the
I
pepper to
did.
the salt. The salt to the pepper.
so I felt like it would bring a good balance to
No, that's
things.
fine. I know what you mean, but I was just like saying in general, it's like
Man, and then
a lot
there are some
easier to
days,
find
though, where,
dope
like,
stuff.
we don't want to talk about anything, but we have to. Like, everything that's happening.
everything sucks.
We also, before we go into our do want, We do call-ins at the end of the show. I think we forgot to mention the information for that, and we're also going to try something new where you can call in during the show.
Call in anytime.
Yeah, whenever. We're going to discuss things at the end of the show and start taking people's calls, but you can call in.
Leave a message.
Or leave a message. If we get a missed call from you, we'll call you back. Just remember what it is that you're calling in for.
Yeah, I think Brian's going to try and call you back.
Right. I think
Yeah,
that's
basically call. I'll miss it, and then I'll just call you back at my laser ray. That's
Right.
essentially
Laser Ray.
what
I
I'll
know what
do.
language that is, Brian.
But-
That was great.
please, before you call in, check your mics, do a little test, make sure that your levels are okay,
Don't be
turn
that
down
guy.
your computers.
Don't be that guy.
Please, it's kind of
We already set it up and tested it.
Right.
It's not us.
And remember what ASL means, man. Just Google
Jeez.
it.
Again, I'm just pretty punchy today. It might be us tonight. It might be
Okay,
us
fine. I
tonight.
misspoke. All right, anyway, let's move on.
Anyways,
What
on to our do-wants.
Yeah, let's do
do-wants.
What Santa would bring us?
I have to change those to include Tyler in there.
Oh, yeah. He's got to log in, too.
Yeah.
So, our first do-want actually doesn't belong to me.
No, it
So,
doesn't.
Go ahead, Hogan.
Give me that back. Give me that conch.
Can't take it. It's yours.
In the same vein of your Nope news earlier, this is totally a do not want.
Oh no, we have do not want.
I like do not wants because
okay.
I like to complain a lot, and as I get older and more curmudgeon-y, and
Good word.
I saw this laptop on where did I see it? Pretty sure it was dailytech. Yeah, Brian, maybe you can show that graphic really quick.
It's a daily.
It's a dual screen laptop. Okay, it only weighs 10 pounds.
It's really convenient though.
It's two 1080p screens. Supposedly, it doubles your productivity.
Wait, is it two
based on a study.
17-inch screens?
It's two 17 inches.
What's
at
the
1080p,
resolution?
1080p each.
It also beefs you up too. You'll have muscles for days.
It is huge and ugly. And why do they make shit like this? I don't understand. It's like just get a
How
nice,
does it fold down?
sexy,
Does it like slide?
larger screen right next to you. And yes, it folds in.
Oh my God.
And it like clamps
So
down like
unnecessary.
and it's just huge, fucking huge.
So you don't want this?
Hell no.
How much is it?
And it runs Windows. Oh, can you imagine sorry, one screen failed again. If you'd like to contact Microsoft Tech Support, please click OK.
Is that the paperclip?
Warning, someone has tried to click OK on your send a report to Microsoft button. Do you approve this message? Bloop.
I have a cracked version of Windows on
What?
my PC. No, I mean, I'll fucking say I have a cracked version of Windows. I used to have Vista, right, legit version when I built it. Then I downloaded a cracked version, didn't realize that the cracked version was a 32-bit, so it's not using all my RAM. And
How much
now,
RAMs do you have?
6.
Aw,
And
so
it's
you
only
have
using 3.
3.5?
Yeah, it's like upsetting.
Oh,
'cause
you have the version that does 3?
I mean, I don't even think my computer has 3. I think my computer has 4 gigs
Your
of
computer,
RAM.
every time it turns on, it's
But
like,
so instead, you know,
much RAM left
instead of
over.
normally having a cracked version of Windows, it'll like change your screen black and pop up every once in a while that your OS is not genuine.
Yeah.
Instead, now what it does, since it's a pretty good cracked version, it knows that it's not genuine, but it won't let me upgrade to the real thing. So what it does is it opens up Internet Explorer, right? Which like I don't know how that's still in there or how it keeps coming back
you can't
in.
delete Internet
Log-
Explorer,
no.
don't you know that? Have you ever tried it? It's
Apparently
impossible.
not
It
on
is
Windows.
impossible.
And it opens up the website to purchase a legal copy.
Aw, how cute.
That's kind of fucking annoying.
Hey, I think we have a caller if you want to try to take it.
All right, let's try taking a caller
Oh, wait, I thought we were supposed
in
to
the
wait
middle of the
till
show.
Whatever.
dial-up
I
section.
don't know, kind of just
It
No, they have to wait.
okay, yeah, we'll
try-
call you back.
All right.
We'll call you back.
All right.
Thank you.
We only have one more thing to go.
Do
Anyways,
want. We have 2 do-wants. What's the
it's-
next
we're
one?
almost there. We're almost there.
What's your do-want?
My do not want.
Oh.
Right. So I mean, like, wait, hold on, Tyler. Do you want that laptop? Is that something you're
No.
interested in?
Yeah. No.
It runs Windows. Are you sure
no.
you want it?
Is the chat interested in something like this?
That's a good question.
Only if they can watch Space Jam on it. If they can watch
Space
Space
Jam.
Jam, then they're in.
Well, I guess it would be kind of neat to have a laptop where you could watch like a video on one of the screens.
Like
and-
porn
Yes.
on one screen.
I said
And
video.
And then
Video.
our
Movie
show
on
on
the
the other.
Yeah.
Hey.
And take a screenshot. And send it to us.
Oh, tweet that. Tweet porn and our show next to each other. If you
Yeah.
have dual screen
Let's dirty
monitors,
up the
send it
Twitters.
in. Okay, my do not want. Actually, since I do not have an iPhone anymore, it's always really funny to me when I see other people like use their iPhones and
Is that
like rely
me? And
on
I'm like,
it.
bleep, bleep,
I mean,
bleep,
like,
it froze again.
I mean, it's like, hey, you know, we don't know something. Let's look it up on our phones. Like, it's really funny how that anyways.
You ever go to dinner and see everyone just like?
Oh yeah.
I don't go to dinner with people who do that.
No, I'm just saying other human beings, other strangers
I don't
in
know.
the
I only hang
restaurant.
out with my boyfriend, and then everyone else is
say
all
yes.
online. So these are really funny iPhone accessories that I found on Mashable. Also, they have.
You love Mashable.
I like it because it's interesting.
Smart. That's not right.
Oh no.
That's more laptop, but we can move on.
Oh, we can skip all.
I might have messed
laptops.
that up, Brian.
That's okay.
Oh my God, is that it?
The first one, or I guess that's the first one.
this
It's these
glove?
gloves. It's a gloves for people who I guess live in the snow that you can take off the tips to use your phone with. And
That's not silly.
that was
That is
what?
pretty silly.
That is
pretty
practical.
Well, I didn't get any more pictures of the gloves, but they have like all these different kinds of gloves, and they all have.
It looks like a
finger-
Michael Jackson glove.
I don't know.
It
It
does.
looks, and
It's
then
for
the next
touching little
one
boys.
is a
What the hell is that?
game grip when you're playing like.
Oh God.
It's just it's
What is
ugly.
this?
It's a
and
weird
bulky.
thing.
2002.
It's $40. It costs
the-
$40 for that big plastic.
Remember the
thing.
N-Gage from Nokia?
Oh.
Yeah, that was great. Sony's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
The next one
What?
is
Holy cow! This is wonderful.
iPhone gadget holster, right? Like as if your iPhone can't do enough. This dude.
What do you think his name
Cop
is?
nerd.
Tyler, what do you think his name is? Maybe the chat knows what his name is.
What do you think it is, Chad?
Mr. Clean?
No, it's gotta be.
Someone thinks it's Lex Luthor,
Oh.
which is kind of correct.
I don't think Lex
That
Luthor
was
would have
Johnny
an iPhone.
Luchador.
though.
I was
Luchador
thinking
thought
just
that.
more off the wall comment, but. What's the next one?
The next one is a stylus to put
What?
on your phone. 'Cause
Oh,
if
man.
you have
It's an iPhone!
if you have big fat sausage fingers.
Guilty.
This
Well, they're
next
not
one,
big.
Hogan,
fat,
you'll like this
they're
next
relatively
one.
Fat. What is it?
It's a telephoto lens and stand for your iPhone, and you can apparently zoom in on it.
Are you talking about the lens?
The next one.
I
Yeah.
actually kind of want that, and the tripod.
Really?
Only to look cool and ridiculous.
Oh my God, I would love. We should do a skit where you take something like this and you go out into the park and like set it up.
No, you
and
go-
take pictures of somebody.
No, you go on the red carpet of an event, of a movie, and you do all your interviews with this thing.
Yeah.
Lindsay.
Sorry, 1 second. It shut off.
The next
Battery's
one.
low.
This is great. An
the hell?
iPhone hoodie.
Why does it look like a dude?
What?
Why does it have a head spot? What goes there?
Nothing. It's a.
That's
in
where your
case your
finger
iPhone
goes.
gets cold. This one I couldn't really figure out until I like read it a little more. It's called iCarta, a toilet roll holder and iPhone player.
What?
It's the next one.
I thought this was a printer at first.
That's what I thought, and then I read it
It
a
makes
little more.
toilet paper?
No, you can put your
holds.
bath tissue there and play music as well. Oh, and I guess powder and stuff in
Oh,
there.
from this graphic, it looks like it prints out colored toilet paper for you to people's faces you're supposed to wipe your ass upon.
She's pretty. I'll put my ass in her.
Hate that. Oh my God, this is the dumbest thing ever.
I type.
Oh God, I hate seeing
It's
people
called
in like the
type.
cafes. No offense to anyone who maybe uses this, but the keyboard for the iPad.
Oh, yeah.
That's not as bad as this, though.
Yeah,
Yes, it
this
is.
is pretty bad. The iPad I'll be okay with.
I have that stand-up iPad keyboard, and I really like it actually.
It could be okay. I mean, like, I just don't know why people don't get the little.
What the hell is this?
This is a windshield wiper.
What?
A USB.
What does it do? When does it get wet? What is it wiping?
And it's not even
Tyler,
wiping
do you
the-
know any
it's-
of the
it's
answers to
not
this
even
question?
wiping the whole screen.
I think it's a joke, but it's very funny still. So anyways, that was the do not wants all across the board, even though I don't have an iPhone. Not interested.
Wow, that was wonderful.
Yeah, I thought that would be good. So now is dial-up.
Yeah.
We will take everyone's calls.
Anybody who called in earlier,
We'll put up the number again. It's a toll-free number in Skype, so get your Skypes ready. And we're going to just kick off the discussion topic real quick.
wait,
Just-
we didn't show the video.
What video?
The bumper for Do-On.
This one.
Dial up.
Sorry. Dial up.
Dial up. Meow, meow. So we want to talk a little bit about all the Comic-Cons, all the cons that have been happening. And
Comedy of the cons.
Right. What should be a con and what shouldn't be a con, right? Like,
Tyler,
cons
do you know what a
happen.
con is, Tyler?
What is
I
a
know
con?
what a con is.
Explain
it.
to us what a con is.
Wow, putting me on the spot.
Yes.
Okay, a con is short for convention.
Oh.
And it is when a group of people with similar
Great
interests
ever.
come together and meet and talk about their stuff.
And usually these are held by the companies, right?
Yes.
Like usually it's right. Okay, so I think if you have a decent enough fan base or a passionate fan base, you should totally have a con, right? Like
Oh, for sure.
That's what warrants a con. And we were talking earlier in the control room what we've actually gone to, I guess, or something about. Okay, I've never been to PAX East. I don't even know if that's a con.
It is.
What is
It is.
Penny Arcade? It's like a comic,
The
right?
Penny Arcade Exchange is what PAX is.
So
Yes.
what do they do there?
It's like Comic-Con, but it's called PAX.
Great. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, there's also another con that I wanted to talk about is the Call of Duty XP thing in LA that's happening this weekend, I think.
It's pretty amazing.
I guess if you're like really into Call of Duty, which is like
guess if
We
you're
have,
everybody
we have a
else.
call of real person.
Oh,
Okay, but I
let's
guess
take
if
the
you
call.
like money.
If you can win.
Caller.
Caller. Hello, you're on the show. Welcome to Epicenter.
Yes.
ASL.
Fail.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear us?
I'm 20.
Hello?
I'm a male from California.
Okay.
Oh, dope. I think,
Excellent.
but before we keep going, I think you're getting a little lag from us.
Is he?
He's on his phone.
Oh, he should be fine.
He's on his
Okay.
phone. He called with a phone, it seems.
Great.
appears.
So what's up? What's going on?
This is just riveting.
I wanted to know if you guys have ever seen the device for the iPhone. It's called iDildo.
Oh, really? I think I've probably heard of it, but I definitely haven't
Have you used it? Oh.
I'm seeing pictures. Oh, how cute! It's like little. This is not for the iPhone though. Apparently, it's for your
iPod?
iPod.
Oh.
Did you purchase one recently?
Yeah. How is it?
And
Great.
he's gone.
Thank you, caller.
We did not freeze. I promise you, we were being patient and polite.
Yeah, well, I don't
Rare
want to take
attribute.
any more of those calls, guys. Check your shit.
Or just,
Man.
I don't know.
Um,
I feel bad for them.
well, I guess he wanted us to see if we've ever heard of the iDildo.
It's a
And
valid point. I mean, if I was calling into a show and I knew of this iDildo and the show is about things that are cool and techie, I would, you got to spread the word on that.
that should have been on
Dildo.
the list, but I think Mashable's not that kind of site.
No. But our viewers are. Good job, viewer.
Cons. BlizzCon.
Yeah.
I love BlizzCon.
I love
BlizzCon's always
BlizzCon
fun.
as well.
I think it's the type of con where if it doesn't happen, fans will retaliate.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Riot. It's
They'd be like, I'm not paying my monthly
it's just such a
subscription fee
great
this month or
experience.
next month.
Like I got the wonderful opportunity to work my first BlizzCon, and doing that I think has sort of put a special place in my heart. And me and my boyfriend like talked for the first time at BlizzCon too. So like I always have a good time, and all the friends that you run into like once a year are there. You've gone to BlizzCon, right? Have you not?
Yes. Oh yeah. And I agree. It's a time to meet up with friends and work your ass off and then see
Yep.
really cool stuff.
Always
And
stand in line, but not have to stand in the long line.
Bickens is on the phone.
okay.
Bickens.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Bickens.
Yes.
First of all, ASL.
28, male, Massachusetts.
And second of all, where the fuck have you been?
I was in the hospital for a month.
Wow.
What happened?
Yeah. They didn't know what was wrong with me. They ended up taking out my appendix, not my appendix, my gallbladder. So
What?
I'm
You
gallbladderless
need that?
now.
You don't need
Yeah.
that. You
How
do
much
need
is a
that.
gallbladder
You
these
need
days?
it for being not a cheap date. Pretty much I get drunk easily now, which is pretty nice.
Sorry, I coughed.
So it's not a bad thing to lose.
Oh, well, I'm sorry for yelling at you.
It's okay.
What's going on? What are you calling in for?
Well, I know you guys are big into the competitive gaming and the Dota scene, and wondering if you guys saw anything about Dominion that came out of League of Legends at PAX this past weekend.
So wait, sorry. First we were talking about Dota, now we're talking about League of Legends. What did you say?
Oh, League of Legends premiered their new game type called Dominion. I was wondering if you guys seen that or what your thoughts were on it. If you think it's going to kind of take Dota in a new way, kind of challenge Dota 2 to be different, or what your thoughts were on that.
No, all I saw kind of briefly was that tournament, the $1 million tournament that they held, and like I couldn't even pay attention to it. It's so hard because like StarCraft is going on as well, and like I don't normally have time to watch any streams because I have a life and shit. So like I can't do the things that I like to do with this stupid life. But what's interesting for you?
I think what's kind of neat about it is they've addressed the issues that kind of plague League of Legends, like the early game issues with having to just kind of lane, and it takes a lot of fun out of the competition. So it's kind of fast.
Really?
You start at level 3 with 1,300 gold and all that fun stuff.
What?
So yeah.
They make you start at level 3?
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of when Counter-Strike used to start with no gun round.
Oh my God! Can we bitch about how Counter-Strike Go has an easy mode option where you don't have to worry about economy?
What the hell?
Like,
That is dumb.
Wait,
holy fuck! First they're gonna make it cross-platform.
Wait a second.
First they're gonna make it cross-platform.
What's wrong with that though?
they're
What's wrong
building
with
it on the Xbox first, and they're porting it
Okay.
to the PC.
That's bad.
And then they're letting people
is
on the PS3 play with a keyboard and mouse if they want to. What is the shenanigans that we live in now? Like, where has gaming gone?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Didn't like Condition Zero?
One last thing, I just wanted to say I don't want to cross promote stream stuff here, but the cross counter
Yeah.
was incredible this week. And if you're a big fan of competitive gaming at all, just like with the show, you should be watching cross counter as well. Fantastic.
Oh yeah, for sure. Gutex used to be on GTFO, so like it was really cool hearing that him and Mike, right? Him and Mike are doing a show as well, because like you gotta love the fighting game community. And I tell people this.
So hardcore and legit.
Yeah, I tell people this all the time. Like, if you ever go to Evo or whatever, and then you go to like a StarCraft tournament, yeah, there's a lot of bodies at StarCraft, but like none of them are as hype as like people in the fighting game community.
Best energy.
Like, first of all, they don't mind yelling. You know, like they don't mind
They
cheering.
don't mind openly
and being
gambling
exciting.
on matches.
Openly gambling. I didn't want to put that up first.
That
But
was
yes,
in Vegas.
Gambling and getting drunk and having a good time, meeting up with friends. I don't know. It's always good. So
High
yeah,
energy.
check out Cross Counter because are they the only live show now, or is iPlayWinner doing one too? Do you know? Bickens?
Oh, I wasn't sure if you're asking me, Brian. I'm not sure. I think they're just doing the one show. But yeah.
Well, there's also another one, and I think it's iPlayWinner who does a live show as well now. So, way to go, fighting game community, for stepping their shit up.
Thumbs up.
Always
easy,
good.
guys.
Always good.
Anyway, thanks for calling, Bickens.
Thank you, caller. Thank you, caller.
Thank you, caller.
Okay.
So we were talking.
Tyler had something he wanted
Oh
to
yeah,
bring up.
Tyler. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Well, I was gonna say it wasn't when Condition Zero came out for Counter-Strike, and didn't they do that cross-platform thing?
I'm not sure.
I feel like
Let's
they
look
did.
it up.
And if not that game, I know like Shadowrun
Yeah.
was cross-platform.
Which is fine, right? Which is fine for games that like don't really already have a very huge competitive community. I mean, like that's.
Well, I don't
great.
know if CS:GO is going to be. I mean, I don't know if they're going to make it cross-platform playable, but I know it's going to be on multiple platforms. But
No, it's gonna be cross-platform.
oh, really? So people on
Well,
their PS3 and Xbox can finally duke it out.
That's what a bunch of
My analog sticks better.
me and my homies on Turntable FM were talking about one night was how ridiculous it's it does this Counter-Strike Condition Zero was also
Oh,
Yeah.
unless I'm reading it wrong.
multi-platform.
But that game really was bad.
Yeah.
also.
Well, I'm more upset, okay, about the fact that they have a newbie mode where you like we talk about this all the time where first-person shooters have definitely gone down the drain as far as like skill level and competition goes because you can die and respawn a bunch of times and get a bunch of kills and then be on top of the list and be the best ever. Right, but there's no strategy in that. There's no honor in this. You don't have to manage an economy. You don't have to defuse a bomb. All you gotta do is run around and kill people. Like fuck that. I'm so sick of that. I need a game that means something.
And with some tension.
Yes.
But isn't it good to have like a newbie mode to get people into the game in the first place? and then like graduate them further into like the competitive mode.
Yeah.
Or people who play newbie mode will always play newbie mode and never want to get any better. Fine, that's fine. I just don't think.
I think the community is going to take care of themselves on this game.
Oh my god.
I think the more important things are like, it better not suck on PC.
Right.
And the hitboxes better be awesome.
We already know it's gonna suck because they're making it for Xbox first, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like, not trying to be a hater or anything, but you can't make an Xbox game and think that that's going to translate properly.
What really sucks is that the Xbox only has 512 megs of RAM still.
But don't you think they're going to up it for PC, though? I mean, they can't change that, right?
I think I don't know how hard it is but their base foundation, from what we know so far, is just going to be like on the Xbox, where their depth of graphics might not be all the way there. So, but supposedly the game looks amazing, and I can't wait to just hear more about it, especially from like.
Yeah, I want to hit up all my like Counter-Strike friends and be like, so other than trying to compete in tournaments to win money, what do you really think about this game?
Yeah, I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to play like Battlefield 3.
BF3 is probably going to be good.
I feel like the PC is back, even though companies like HP are ending their PC line, which is weird.
Biggins from the sorry, was battling that all night. Biggins from the chat said that consoles are ruining FPS games. He
Well,
agrees with us.
it's console people, right? Like consoles were first never really made for LAN, right? Like the whole point of a console was to play at home.
Well,
by
consoles are
yourself.
cheaper than building a custom gaming PC too.
Well, people are also dumber too, right? Like they won't.
Yeah.
And by people, I don't mean people who watch the show who are fans and play console games. Like console games are great and they have their place. I just don't think that. I think merging the communities will end up causing an imbalance, right? Because there's just more of them. There's more of those people who want to play like this,
Yeah.
right? Who want to prestige 10,000 times so they can say that they prestige 10. You know, I had an argument about that with a friend, and they said that there is no benefit to prestiging. You can just do it once for achievements. Like, why make another game like that?
I hate it. It's so arcadey.
I'm done bitching. I'm done.
T Swiftness, though, from the chat says that there's too many hackers in FPS PC games, which is kind of true. I mean, you can't really hack a Xbox game or a PS3 game. It takes a lot more work to do it, but what do you think about that?
I think if that's what you're worried about, you know, go to your local LAN center
Why are you cheating?
and support. I mean, like, play with people who you know. I think that the biggest problem is no one really plays with anyone. And this might be because there's no one around or there's no LAN centers around, but like, I don't know. I feel like you guys are the Cyber Nation. We should start some shit up, man. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with taking your computer, right, and carrying it over to your friend's house for the weekend and playing together.
You know he's got enough fucking router ports.
Shit. Right. I like, and you know, a friend of mine, his name's Blackrobe. He's always on the stream whenever we do show. He like has viewing parties for StarCraft, right? And they all bring their computers over and play with each other while they're watching StarCraft. Like, shit like that is what makes me horny for gaming. Like, I like seeing things like that, as opposed to people going on Xbox Live and, like, logging in, watching Netflix together. Like, yeah, that's cute, but that's what I did when I was fucking 14. Like, let's bring back some real gaming.
It's coming.
Please.
Yep.
Shumlodio wants to know if you guys have played Halo Reach multiplayer.
No.
I don't really play Halo
I like
games.
stopped Halo after 2, and I haven't been interested since. But
Yeah.
I heard good things. Have you?
I
Have you,
can't.
Tyler?
I can't
I haven't,
aim
no.
and move with these thumbs.
I mean, and you know what's funny is I haven't heard anything bad about it. Like, no one's ever said Halo Reach fucking sucked. Like, it was always fairly good.
It's a good game. I'm not good at it.
Oh, you played it? Oh.
I tried Halo.
Oh, Halo
Great.
was, you know, in its time, it was pretty fucking rad.
I don't know if there's any more callers, but I've had a really good time so far on the show.
Yeah, it was a good first show. Tyler, you have proven yourself to be very worthy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
You know, Tyler may not be here every week, but you know, whenever he is, we'll let you all know, and then maybe you guys will tune in to see him if he was a favorite of yours.
Every episode from this point forward, he's going to take off an article of clothing as well.
Ooh.
Yes. Hence the blazer and a lot of extra clothing.
He's
I don't
wearing
want to promise
I gotta
anything.
start high.
He's wearing 3 jumpsuits underneath
Yes.
that white shirt. Right?
I gotta start
can't
high
tell.
and then so I can take them off slowly.
But I think we have some footage from our interview when we hired Tyler.
Oh yeah, we did. We had a very grueling interview process.
It was.
Wait, you guys recorded that?
Yeah.
It came down to 2 candidates, actually.
Yeah, we don't really want to bring it up right now, but we'll show it to you guys next week.
Yeah.
It was pretty interesting. The other contender was good. There was just a couple of things that
It was close. It's always about the money, isn't it?
it came down to salary. But that's not for here.
All about the candidate.
It's for next week's show, and you can always watch us Monday nights at our new time.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. And as always, you can go to our forum, which is EPIXENTER.tv/forum, and sign up, chat with us, or the other fans on the show.
Yeah, we usually try to have at least one discussion. I mean, granted, it's small but growing, but one discussion about the show, and you can give us your thoughts if you didn't get it in during the dial-up section. So, Virai,
Yes.
thank
sure.
you so
No
much
problem.
for coming.
Absolutely. Might be on the forums as well, hopefully.
And what's your
Chat in
Twitter?
there.
Let him know your Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter is Ty Lesher, Tyleisher. It's been on the show at some point.
You
I'm
actually
sure.
talk about some really good stuff on the Facebook and Twitter
Yeah?
about like
Oh,
tech
yeah.
and such. So
And your script chats, man. I'm very interested in that.
yeah.
And you can follow me at Camiwins.
And I'm at 2Camera. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out. We're supposed to coordinate that.